Hi, welcome to Tradutex Portuguese Lessons Podcast. On this second episode, we're going to learn how do we say goodbye. So I want to teach you the word for goodbye. Let's start with that one. We say adeus. 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 That word literally means goodbye. Adeus. But you know what? Recently, we also like to use this Italian word ciao. Have you heard it? I'm pretty sure you know it. So we can also use it in Portuguese. Not like the Italians use it to say hello as well, but only to say goodbye. So it's okay to mix them both and say adeus or ciao. Sometimes you might get a more Portuguese pronunciation, ciao instead of ciao. Adeus, ciao. Ciao, adeus. Adeus, ciao. They're both good. So let's learn an expression we use to say see you later. So if you want to say see you later because you're going to see the person again that same day, we can use at least two expressions. And I want to teach you both of them. One is até logo. Até logo. Até logo. Até logo. So let's break the expression into and see what exactly are we saying. The word até means until. Até, until. And the word logo means later. So até logo means until later. We're going to learn that when we say in English, see you next time, see you tomorrow, see you later. In Portuguese, that see you is here translated as até. Not literally, of course, but it's the word we use instead of the see you. So we start with this até, meaning until, and logo, meaning later. Just one more time. Até logo. Até logo. And an equivalent expression I want to teach you to say exactly the same thing is até já. Até já. Até já. Até já. What are we saying exactly? So we already know the word até, literally meaning until, and now we have this new word, little one, já. Já. And this is not an easy one to translate because it will depend a bit on the context. In other contexts, the word já might be already or right now. But in this particular expression, because it is a fixed expression, when we say até já, what we really mean is until later. Or I will see you still today, so not in a long time. Okay, so two fixed expressions to say see you later. Let's repeat them. Até logo, até já. Let's learn another one. If you want to say see you next time, this is an ideal one if you're leaving a shop or a restaurant because you want to be kind. You want to say, I'll come again. See you next time. So what do we say in Portuguese? We say até. You're guessing right that we were using até because I told you that many of these expressions starting with see you in English, we start them in Portuguese with the word até. So this is not an exception. We do it. Até à próxima. I'll repeat slower. Até à próxima. Let's break the expression. Até means until. À, to the. Próxima, next. What we have in mind is next time, but the word time is not included on this fixed expression. Let's say it a bit quicker. Até à próxima. Let's repeat it. Até à próxima. You can put it along with ciao or adeus we learned in the beginning of this episode. Ciao, até à próxima. Adeus, até à próxima. We can also use the word we've learned on episode 1 to say thank you. Obrigado if you're a man or obrigada if you're a woman. And we say something like ciao, obrigado, até à próxima, or maybe obrigada, adeus, até à próxima. Okay, just one more time. Até à próxima. Okay, another important one I really need to teach you is the expression to say see you tomorrow. How do we say see you tomorrow? Of course, we need to start again with the word até. Okay, you start to see how this works. So, até amanhã. Amanhã. I'm breaking in syllables for you to be easier. Amanhã. You see the ending? Nha. Yes, a bit like what children do in the playground, a bit all over the world. That nha, 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 nha. It's exactly that sound we need. Amanhã. And stress that last syllable. Amanhã. Amanhã. Let's put it together with the até. Slowly. Até amanhã. Quicker. Até amanhã. Até amanhã. Até amanhã. Até amanhã. Okay, you got it now. So very nasal in the end, which means that you need to keep your mouth open. Amanhã, when you finish the word for tomorrow. Okay, I guess you got this one. Até amanhã. And we can move on to another expression. It's again a fixed expression. When I say it's a fixed expression, it means that when we go and try to translate literally word by word, not always makes much sense in English. But we need to learn it as it is because it's how we use it. And the next one I want to teach you is the one we use to say see you next week. I know we've learned the word next in the expression see you next time, até à próxima, but you might be surprised to find that on this following one I'm going to teach, there is no word for next. So the expression I want to teach you now, very slowly, is, word by word, até, of course we have to start with the até, you knew that, até para a semana. Let's do it again. Até para a semana. What are we saying here? Até means until, you know that. Para could be to or for, it's a preposition. A means the, and this word semana means week. Okay, so again. Até para a semana. It doesn't flow very well though, até para a semana, if I try to say it a bit quicker. So I will give you a pronunciation tip. Instead of saying para a, that's how we write it, but instead of saying it, we will put the para a together in just one word. This only works when we speak, not when we write. But when we speak, and this is a bit the purpose of all this podcast, we need to put it together. So instead of para a, we do just a pra. Okay? So instead of até para a semana, we're going to say até pra semana. It flows much better now, don't you think? So let's repeat it again quicker. Até pra semana. Até pra semana. Até pra semana. That's good. Até pra semana. So we're not saying see you next week, we're saying until to the week, but that means see you next week in Portuguese. Now, my favorite, maybe everyone's favorite, have a nice weekend. We love to say that one, so we really need to learn it. So how do we say have a nice weekend? We only say this, good weekend. And if you were with me on episode 1, you've already learned the word for good. And that word was bom, or remember, boa. We had these two options, right? Depending on what? The following word. We've learned the expression bom dia, because dia is a masculine word. I know it doesn't look like, but it is. We've learned all that on episode 1, so we have bom dia. But then for afternoon and night, we say boa noite. Or for afternoon, we say boa tarde. And for good evening or good night, boa noite. So now, to say good weekend, the word for weekend is masculine. So which one should we use, bom or boa? Well, if it's masculine, we only have one option, right? Bom. Okay, we got that right. Now, the word for weekend in Portuguese is a bit like saying the other way around, end of week. And the word in Portuguese is fim. That's the word for end, fim. Quite nasal. Don't close your lips in the end, okay? Keep your mouth open. Work with your nose as well as your mouth. Fim de semana, end of week. In just one word, fim de semana. So good weekend, bom fim de semana. Bom fim de semana. Let's try to run everything together in order to flow better. Bom fim de semana. Bom fim de semana. So if someone says bom fim de semana to you, you can reply saying obrigado, bom fim de semana. Or if you're a woman, obrigada, bom fim de semana. That's good. You can reply like that. That's okay. But I want to teach you another word you can also use. You can say igualmente. Igualmente. You see, it's like a literal equally, but what we mean by equally in this case, igualmente, is the same to you, likewise. So I also wish you a good weekend. So someone says to you, bom fim de semana, and you go, obrigado, igualmente. Or if you're a woman, obrigada, igualmente. Okay, there is one thing left I want to teach you, and that's about the days of the week. Because we need to know how do we say see you on Monday or on Tuesday. And I don't know if you're familiar already or if you've heard before the days of the week in Portuguese, but they are quite original comparing to other languages in Europe. Because they're not coming from names of pagan gods. Like for instance in English, I don't know if you've realized this, but when we say Monday, it's actually the day of the moon, or Sunday, the day of the sun. We don't do that in Portuguese. For us, they're just like numbers. For instance, Monday, we say segunda-feira. And segunda means second. It's funny, but we need to start our week on second. Okay, I know that involves a lot of math. It's okay, you just need to get used to it. So Monday is segunda-feira. I know, 2 words, quite long, but it's okay if you drop the last word, if you drop the second one. So if instead of segunda-feira you say just segunda, that's perfectly okay. So we'll go through the day starting on Monday. I don't want to keep introducing the English, so keep in mind that we're starting on Monday. We go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday on this normal order, and I will tell you the full names for each day, okay? You will repeat after me, and then we'll do the quickest version without the word feira, okay? So starting on Monday, keep that in mind, the second is the first. So we do segunda-feira, terça-feira, quarta-feira, quinta-feira, sexta-feira, sábado, domingo. Okay. As I told you, that word feira we have only from Monday to Friday. You've noticed that Saturday and Sunday it's just one word, like in English. Sábado, domingo. So, but from Monday to Friday we have that word feira, but that's an option. We can drop it. So let's go again to help your memory. Let's start again on Monday. Okay, keep in mind the second is the first. Segunda, terça, quarta, quinta, sexta, sábado, domingo. Okay, these are the days of the week. In Portuguese, os dias da semana. Os dias da semana. The days of the week. Let's do it again. Os dias da semana. And why am I teaching you now the days of the week? Because I want you to be able to say by the end of this episode, see you on Monday, see you on Tuesday, etc. So we'll start with see you on Monday. How do we say see you? Oh, of course, it's not exactly see you I want you to say. I want you to say the word for until, because that's the one we use. So we say até segunda. We can also say até segunda-feira. So let's go through them again, through the whole week, a semana again. We'll start with see you on Monday. I will give you the longer version, followed by the shorter version, with feira, without feira, and you can repeat with me. That will help your memory. Até segunda-feira. Até segunda. Até terça-feira. Até terça. Até quarta-feira. Até quarta. Até quinta-feira. Até quinta. Até sexta-feira. Até sexta. Até sábado. Até domingo. Okay, sure you did this very well. There's just one little expression I need to teach you today, and that is how do we say in Portuguese see you soon? Okay, I know you already know the first word we need to use. You got that right. Let's start again with até. So see you soon we say até breve. Breve. Breve means soon. So if I want to say see you soon, até breve. And that's how we're going to finish this episode. I hope you've enjoyed. So, obrigada e até breve.